Switching over to game. All right. Hello. This is Fury 1031 playing some more FF14 roll Dawntrail roll quest. Over there is Puppy as Ash Gray in a new outfit, which I do believe is no, it's Vanguard Amy. Nice.
Hey, wow, check out my other new outfit. No, I don't actually want to. Yep.
Oh, that looks good. What is that? That is a street top. Did you buy that? Get that from Mog Station?
I think there's some mods.
That actually looks really good.
Yeah.
But you're muted, Matt. Lance.
Are you sharing a screen? Somebody please.
I'm streaming.
Fine, let me
Sharing
find
the screen on Twitch.tv.
Fury 1030 Twitch. It was Fury 1031 dot Twitch TV, or is this? I can't remember. I posted the link a little while ago. I can't remember how the URL works.
a.
Twitch.tv / Fury
So
1031.
what is exactly everything he's wearing is he got from Mob Station?
Yep.
Yep.
What did you get?
So the head are the Magitech ear guards, which are, I imagine, relatively old. They're part of the Magitech outfit that's basically modern clothes. That's why I got them. And then everything else is from the street clothes package. God, look at us doing this shit like Square Enix gangs. They aren't.
They aren't.
They aren't.
They wouldn't. Anyway, me, I'm just in my dancer glam outfit that I threw together. Although the bracelets are just Vanguard bracelets, so they don't quite fit. But whatever. It's just the Thavnarian Sorrowal, those pants with the Palika top, which I don't know, looks pretty good, honestly. And I have the second stage of the Mandeville weapon, or the penultimate stage for the Mandeville weapons, because I kind of like how they look.
Right, those would be nice. I should get those soon.
Yep.
I should get those specifically for machinists soon.
Okay, Zitulja. What do you need help with this time, Zitulja? She's discombobulated. Oh no. You'll never guess what. Someone I've never met before handed me a letter who said they were asked to deliver it by an entirely different person. There's no way to tell who the message is originally from. I'm sure we can make an educated guess. As I'm unaccustomed to, well, everything around here, I can't tell if the letter should be taken at face value or if there's some hidden meaning. Perhaps you could take a look.
Let's see here, all work and no play.
Dear Mr. Potter, we are pleased to inform you now. Ah, terrible. That was the only letter I could think of. Ugh. Ugh. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Ugh. Wild is to come to the Alamegan Quarter and meet with a man in spectacles. I knew it. Hancock is behind all of this. He must arrive incognito. The instructions are clear enough, but even so, this is as suspicious as month-old milk. On the other hand, it could be from Avenel and Pepin. While this smells like a trap, we don't have any better leads. I think we should do as the letter instructs, but proceed with the utmost caution. I'll meet you there. Alamegan Quarter. There she is. Now that you're here, it's time to get you into disguise. As for me, even the most elaborate costume in the world will do little to keep me hidden in a place like this. I'll stick to the shadows and watch from a safe distance. I took the liberty of picking your outfit for the occasion. Let's hope it fits, eh? The sash and straps are a bit tricky to get right, so they come undone and your disguise falls apart. Just come back to me and I'll help you get dressed again. Okay, so it's one of those, oh, you have 2 minutes to run over here in this outfit. That and this thing that'll for some reason fall apart if you take too long. I mean, it looks good on you, but it's so drab. Lance, we can hear your typing. Bespectacled man. Let's see, what do you look like? Okay. You must be Wild, right? Correct? I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. Our mutual friend Avenel sends his regards. Like him, I and several others have resolved to make a clean break and free ourselves of Shaltofit for good. You and the Mulja girl have done us a great service by giving us a chance to put things right before reporting us to the Resistance. Now, to the matter at hand. No doubt you are wondering why we must resort to such convoluted means to meet with you. Simply put, it is to avoid arousing the suspicions of Shaltofit and those still loyal to him. As for why we brought you here, there is someone we wish for you to meet. For now, I ask that you remain in disguise. Alright. Ah. Okay, so the disguise lasts for 30 minutes. Follow me even deeper into this dark, isolated alley where no one can hear us. Your cooperation is appreciated. One moment, please. It's you. Hmm. I'm glad we have this chance to meet. Would that it were under better circumstances. My attempt to put a stop to Shuttleface's wrongdoing ended in failure. I tried to seize the artifact, but he was ready for me. Even so, it wasn't all for nothing. Oh, okay, I get to do his voice again. Thank you all. Oh no, I've lost it. So, thank you all for joining me, in spite of the ever-watchful eye of the Resistance. The time has come to initiate the next phase of my master plan. Until recently, we have concentrated our efforts on liberating wares from hapless merchants, but this was all in service to something far greater. Our disruption of the flow of goods into Alamigo has plunged the markets, and as a consequence, the city itself, into chaos, exactly as I had foreseen. Oh no, oh no. No longer will we be forced to crawl through the mud and lick the boots of the rich and privileged. Oh. We shall cast down the oppressors. They will suffer as we have. The meager shall inherit this land. Down with the old order. I'm under the assumption that he himself is like a rich noble, like pretending to be an ally to the lower class. If it turns out he genuinely is,
Which quest line are you doing?
the physical ranged.
Interesting.
Yeah, I went with the given that Shelter Feet was described as like pompous or something like that. I went with the assumption that he is actually a high class guy masquerading as a low class social justice warrior, and so I've been giving him this posh idiot voice. And if it turns out he actually is underprivileged, that's gonna be a little embarrassing. But oh well. I have invested our funds into restoring and enhancing discarded Magitech weaponry. Now, nothing can stop us from taking over Alamigo. That's enough, Shelterfeet. Your treachery ends here. All this time I believed your lies, but no more. Give me the artifact now. It belongs to Sitolja and her people. What? But Kakulja is Shelterfeet's right hand man. I think I gave that guy a deeper voice last time. Silence! Look at this wretched soul. That Mamulja girl has turned him against me, his one and only benefactor. Be warned, should any of you side with this traitor, no longer shall you bask in the artifact's blessing.
Do you remember what this one does?
You make the shield.
Right.
It's the turtle miraculous. Now, seize him or face the consequences. Shelter! Yes, that's more like it. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Any further interference could place my entire plan in jeopardy. I must act without delay.
Weird that they didn't make that an Echo Vision.
Yeah,
Considering
it's
they went so far as to put the filter on.
but didn't have the staticky thing that Echo Visions have.
It's weird that they didn't make that.
Yeah, it is really weird. I don't think we've had an Echo flashback in a while, or maybe we did have one in during the main story, but like I don't remember. They become really rare. I wonder if that means anything. With the artifact's blessing and its shockwaves at their disposal, I was given a beating and thrown into the dirt. Later on, my friend here and a few other sympathizers snuck out and treated my injuries. More importantly, my attempted mutiny will no doubt have Shaltafit panicking as he struggles to maintain his hold over the rest of the gang. An attack is imminent, with the palace his most likely target. I ask that you relay this to Sitolja. At the very least, she has a right to know the whereabouts of the artifact. Geez, it's almost like you should have worked with us instead of playing your hand so early and now putting Shaltafit on guard. you are. Yeah, you're right. Why bother walking? We can fly. So, what happened? Then we were right to trust the sender of the letter after all. We knew Kukulja had a score to settle with Shelter Feet, but I had no idea he tried to take back the vessel as well. Though we may not be working side by side, I'm glad to count him amongst our allies. Speaking of which, we must inform the resistance about Shelter Feet's plan right away. We stand a far better chance of stopping him with their support. But given the power at his disposal, even that may not be enough. I'll try to think of something. In the meantime, you should make whatever preparations you can, as even the smallest advantage may prove crucial. Oh, and I see you've changed back into your usual garments. Not that the outfit I chose didn't suit you, but I think this is more your style. Well, that's all I can do for here. Okay, yeah, that sounds like it's kind of an important thing, real urgent matter, but I'm gonna go somewhere else now. What? But we need to prepare. We need to get this. Bye. I need to go visit Japan.
One second.
I am got to make sure I'm recording. Hmm. Navy, could you say something?
Something.
Thank you. I had checked already, but like I needed to make sure. I wish I had a second monitor or space for a second monitor so that I could have a second monitor.
Dear.
What's up?
Well, no, that's the next one to be with 98.
98.
Oh dear.
Oh, you didn't level physical melee?
No.
That's fine. In that case, I can't remember if I did. Did we already did the 98 tank one, right?
I wasn't doing
Oh, have you done the tank one already?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I don't remember where it was.
I
Oh, okay. Thank you. And whenever Lance gets on, we can do the Rising event and stop this and take a break from the role quest for a bit. Oh yeah, that's the level 100 one, so I won't be doing that with my paladin. I'll be doing it with my warrior. Or no, I should do it as the Dark Knight. That would be appropriate. Am I missing anything from my heart bars? I am not familiar with Dark Knight shit at all. Ah, there's Delirium. Ah, right. Now what is Scorn? Ah. Ah, okay, so it just turns into that. Oh, I should have realized it's called Disesteem. Disesteem. What does that do? Deal physical damage. Okay, it just has Steam do that. Okay, so I don't even need to have it equipped to a different thing. Bye, Steam. Oh shit, what did I get for you again? You're from the northern, so you had that Valley girl accent. Tinto was finally acting like his old self again. Now I'm sure we're ready for whatever lies ahead. Okay, and take off the helmet so my face is visible. I think I gave Tinto Awa a kind of nasally voice. And Handaloop still hadn't sent word. I guess the others might not be so enthusiastic about our plan. To them, the cradle of sleepiness is naturally still something to be feared. Naturally still something to be feared. No matter how much faith they have in your strength, you'd be at Leofine's mercy if she put you to sleep. Honestly, I don't blame them. Not even I imagined our treasure could be used for such evil. In Leofine's hands, it's no more than an indiscriminate weapon. But that means that when we get it back, we can turn it into something else. Something no one's ever thought of before. We can find a way to use it without forcing someone to spend their life in slumber. Of course I agree with you, Tenta Awa, but we have more pressing matters, namely a rogue knight to capture and a treasure to recover. Eh, right. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. Apologies for keeping you waiting so long. The Temple Knights have finally reached a decision concerning the delegation to the Sea of Clouds. And what have you decided? I am pleased to say that the Zundu have agreed to join forces with us. Together, we shall drive back Leofine should she attack. If her shadow darkens even an ilm of their homeland, our peaceful delegation shall turn into a fighting force at a moment's notice. We shall restore the Temple Knight's reputation and recover your artifact in one fell swoop. Thank you, Handaloop. We promise to do our part if Leofine shows herself. She won't get away this time. We have but to hammer out the finer details. Once we are ready to depart, the first group of knights shall leave by airship. I would ask you both to make your way to Oksundu as soon as possible, so you may help plan our strategy. I'm coming too. I can heal your wounds, and, if it comes to it, my staff can bruise as well as a club. I'll gladly have you with us. I'm done taking on the world alone. I need you, Loazanique, and Wild, too. We're stronger together than we could ever be apart. The cradle never would have been stolen if I'd realized that from the beginning. And I want you by my side to ensure I don't forget it. Well then, we'd better be off. I'm keen to meet this Chief Sonu Vanu. Ah, there. Ugh. I'm going to the Xundu, so I think I'll go that way. Honored Netherling, your return to Oxundu is as welcome as the arrival of spring. Sonu knows why you come. Wicked hearts seek to bring chaos to our home, and so the Zundu shall rise to its defense if needed. As the sun's rays chase away the shadows of night, the sudden drop dance shall keep the tendrils asleep at bay. Didn't we come up with a new dance? Chief Sonuvanu. Chief Sonuvanu, it's an honor to meet you. I'm Tentawa, and if this sun-drop dance is as invigorating as you say, I'd love to see it for myself. The Zundu shall dance before Ishgard's warriors upon their arrival. Brave Tentawa is welcome to join the proceedings. That was your original intent, right? I see. If we're to draw Leofine out, it makes sense to pretend like nothing is amiss. Zundu warriors unify their strength through the sun-drop dance. And the sight is so fearsome that many choose to flee rather than fight. Netherling warriors may learn much from such an approach. Breaking the enemy's spirit avoids needless bloodshed. Yet all dancers must hone their skills before wild animals first, that the sun-drop dance does not fail them at the most crucial moment. It is for that reason our dancers await at the outskirts of Oxundu for the Netherlings' arrival. When the performance begins, it shall draw the attention of all like a roiling cloud coming over the horizon. Watch carefully for any who would take advantage of that moment. After the dance is finished, Netherlings will present the Zundu with Chief Sonu. Netherling ship appears in the skies like sudden sun shower, hurtling toward Earth. Swiftly it descends, crashing down near Zundu dancers. Ship's markings are Ishgardian. Zundu are unhurt, but wounded Netherlings pour from vessel. Like a lightning bolt in the sky, Leofine strikes. The Temple Knights were coming by airship, right? All Leofine had to do was lull the pilots asleep. She saw right through us, and now we're on the back foot. Great winds can alter even a raging river's course. What matters is to stand strong and move forward, and now we must offer aid to the Netherlings who come as guests. Right, let's go. You know, if we're going to do the sun drop dance to scare our enemies, we should really bring. I think it's Linu Vanu. That's her name from the Beast Tribe quest here. We're fortunate that Leofine chose the outskirts of the settlement to enact her horrible plan. Imagine if the ship crashed over Oxundu or even Ishgard. If this is the work of the cradle, Leofine can't be far. We must tend to the wounded, but I won't let her escape again. This ends today, one way or another, or the other. Proceed. Ow, right, party. I keep forgetting to raise the volume.
Doing the damage right now.
Uh-huh.
Poor Ronamigo in Ishgard.
Huh.
Just 'cause she's wearing a bra.
Yep.
She,
There you are, Leofine. Oh, what did I give her? That's right, her voice. Okay, I need to get back into character for her. That's gonna take some work. A little. He was really boring, and I'm a monster. No, that's not right. What's another line of hers?
how can it sound anything silly? I'm plastic.
Okay. How can I sound anything silly? I'm plastic. It's not working. My voice isn't getting falsetto enough.
I don't even have a voice box. I borrowed.
I don't remember how she delivered that one. And I'm a monster. Ah, 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 ah. I can't. I used to be able to do high-pitched voices. Oh well. You came all this way just to greet me. Oh, I am honored. I only hope my gift was satisfactory. 'Tis a shame you will not see Ishgard crumble. Alas, I can scarcely suffer rats to scurry about my feet, threatening to gnaw away at my carefully laid plans. At least you bear witness to the dying breath of the Temple Knight's flagging honor. We would sooner see that wrecked airship soar again than their reputation return to its former glory. Oh, you're long-winded, aren't you? Yet even I did not foresee that the Zundu would be in the ship's path. The Fury favors me, for who now would trust a nation so careless as to put their neighbors at risk? Everyone knows you're behind this. People won't turn on each other so easily. Oh, I didn't see you there. The shut eye, wide awake. Doubly honored I am that you came all this way just to meet your end. Enough! We're taking the cradle back, and we won't let your evil continue any longer. Such bold words! If I recall correctly, your people reaped great benefits from this artifact's powers, all at the cost of someone's waking life. Your life. Uh? Uh? Mm. Hmm. Pray do not misunderstand me. That was not meant to be a denouncement of your people. On the contrary, they have my utmost respect. We are bound by our very nature. No matter how mighty we become, we are slaves to the whims of sleep. Yet this artifact can sunder those shackles and grant true freedom. It makes its wielder stronger, and their enemies weak. A perfect weapon, if you ask me. I can't say whether using the cradle is right or wrong. I only know that a life lived is, at the cost of another is no life at all. You're right about one thing. We are bound by our nature. But that doesn't shackle us. It brings us together. And whether I'm asleep or awake, as long as Loazanikwa is at my side, by my side, that's the life I want. We'll take the cradle back. Together. She's exhausted the cradle's power on the Temple Knights. This is our chance. No plan is without its wrinkles, I suppose. Fortunately, I prepare for all contingencies. Unbound, Leofine, the unchivalrous. You had an opportunity to live a quiet life, but I will not give it again. This time, I shall send you into a slumber from which you will never wake. Alright, let's turn on tank stance, see if I need to kite enemies. Well, not kite them, but gather them. Give back the cradle or we'll take it back. All bluster, as usual. Take it if you dare. Alright, okay. Now, wash away the darkness of sleep with the Sundrop dance. Oh. Dang it, I wanted to do the Sundrop dance. Ah, fuck. Everyone's awake. Everyone's awake. Mighty Zundu, protect Netherline warriors. Keep cautious like Gaelic cat under stormy skies. Heh, now you're all alone. This ends now, Leofine. Why am I cursed with incompetence? Very well, dance with me, Wide-Eye. Esteem, help me. The artifact isn't for such callous hands. The Narval's blessing is only for those with the heart of a defender. Oh. Oh. Oh, I should have used the fucking Blackest Night there. Oop. Oh, okay. He. Uh-oh. The artifact swells with power. It begs to be released. Yeah. Now you shut your eyes for the final time. Take a last glimpse of the waking world. Brace yourself against power. Oh, okay. None can resist my power. Yeah! Oh no, he sleeps. I'm alright. What about Tintawawa? You think this piece of wood is for protection? Such a cloying sentiment. Yeah. Oh, right. Oop. Not so fast, Leofine. Ah. Oops. Sundrop dance. Oh, y'all my life, thank you. Soon to go help allies. May Zephyr winds guide you to victory. Ah. Okay. Ugh. Yeah, beat your ass. Ah, you stubborn. You may have won today, but this is not over. Can we stop letting her get away? All right, we do need to finish like the final round of quests after I guess the after the what is it called? I can't remember. Oh, or no, this is level 100, but I mean like once you've completed all the rogue quests, you have like one last quest. I was figuring maybe like oh they all probably just get away and then we deal with them in like the final completion quests or whatever, the resolution quest. Yes, it is. No! We're hit. Damned fool. Now! Oh, okay, well, he got it back at least, but god damn it, you missed. No! Put her to sleep, quickly! Oh, it's probably tired already. The object's probably exhausted. Oh shit, it's working! Say goodnight, Leah Fine. Oh god, she's still. Okay, never mind. Her bird is gonna catch her. The wide eye watches eternal, and eternal is the sleep it bestows. We finally stopped her. Yes, but we have someone else to worry about. Wild, wake up. Are you alright? Ha! Only he would smile at a time like this. Interesting that my sword seems to be shining while it's sheathed. Where's Lina Vanu? Her sun drop dance alone would have been enough to restore me. He's awake. Uh, what happened? Well, I used the artifact on her, and she fell asleep and fell off the cliff. Oh, that's sick. But I think her bird thing fell and flew and caught her. Oh, that sucks. I was hoping she would fall to her death. Netherling looks hale as a warrior in their prime. Good. Our wicked foes fled from Sundrop dance like twilight before dawn. Yeah, yeah, I feel like doing the Sundrop dance too. Loazenique. It's good to see you awake. Don't worry, you weren't asleep for long. And judging by your fierce expression, the cradle didn't sap any of your trademark vigor. Your work is done, Wild. You did a commemorable job as our shield, and now you can lay down your burden. It was thanks to your bravery that I was able to deal the final blow to Leofine, and with the cradle back in our possession, I think we can consider this expedition across the seas to be a success. Zindu helped us gather the wounded and see them safely off to Ishgard. We couldn't have done it without you. Netherlings protect allies as fiercely as Gaelic cat protecting kittens. Zundu are moved by your might. You were equally as impressive. I should learn the sun drop dance myself, though I won't strike a figure half as fierce as yours. Ah ha ha ha! Ah ha ha ha! Anime laugh ending. The Zundu seem to have everything well in hand, and Handaloo is likely eager to see us. We should return to Ishgard as soon as we can. Bye. I shall return to Ishgard soon, but I wanted to first. Oh, right, that way. Ah, Linuvali is what her name is. Linuvali, you should have been there. Like your sun drop dance would have been amazing for what we needed. How's it going? Ah, I'll sit and speak with Linuvali. How did the Gundu fare? Hmm. Is that the Vath Death Darm? Or is that just another Vath? I think the other Vath wear like blue, right? So I think this is the Vath Death Darm. That's funny. That's cute. I like that. And you're Linu Vanu. Linu Valley. Okay, back to Ishgard. To finish the quest line. Wait, what? Oh, inside the building. Thermal Bear, how's it going? I'm disappointed you aren't going to celebrate with us. I have received word that Leofine will no longer be a thorn in our side. You and our companions from Tyrol truly were sent by the Fury herself. Oh no, dude, no. She's dead. Oh, hey. He does come here. Ah, the heroes of the day have arrived. Have returned. Thanks to your valor, the threat Leofine posed is no more. What's more, not a single life was lost. On behalf of the Temple Knights, allow me to express my utmost gratitude to you all. You don't owe me any thanks. After all, it was my fault that the cradle was stolen in the first place, and ultimately my fault that your delegation to Oxundu turned into a melee. Hmm. It may be true that our visit to the Sea of Clouds was far from peaceful, but the bond between the Zundu and Temple Knights has only deepened through overcoming mutual adversity. Blessings often take inscrutable forms. And while we know not whether Leofine yet lives, we do know that she can no longer reach the source of her ill-gotten power, so we have little more to fear from her. With the crisis behind us, the common folk no longer have aught to fear. We will make known the story of Leofine's schemes and the heroes who worked to foil them, and in time, I hope that trust in our order will be restored. The Temple Knights shall continue to build relations with our neighbors for the years to come, relations which shall form the foundation, for Ishgard's future. We would be honored if we could count you among our allies in this endeavor. Anything you need, simply call upon us. We'll be there, no questions asked. And with that, it's time we return home. It's been an honor.
That's something too.
Sure. We'll be passing through Tuliolol on our way back, Wild. If you have business in those parts, we'd love to speak with you at Zabalia High before setting off. See you soon, hopefully. Oh, Firmo Bear, you didn't get to say anything in the final cutscene. That's sad. Or, well, not the final cutscene, but penultimate. For 10 years, he alone defended his people without rest or sleep. I understand the importance of tradition, but Master Tentawawa seems to be more suited for walking a path of his own making. He needs but to know his own heart, and I believe these recent events have given him such knowledge. He is bound for greatness, regardless of how he chooses to live. Alright, yes?
Are you completely sure you did the physical mailing guests of 96 West? I did not.
Huh. Yeah, that's right. Oh, no, I didn't do 96. Not.
Well, I'm right nearby.
Okay, I'll,
So, I mean, finish putting in the thing.
yeah.
But let's see.
Tuliolol. How much? I kind of wish the Loaz Zenique had attacked the Griffin before as he tried to fly to save Leofine. Cause like how hilarious would that be? Like the Disney villain death thing kind of happens. Like um the villain falls and it starts falling to their death, and their little evil minion goes to save them. And one of the heroes is like, "Oh no, you don't!" and just shoots down the minion, and so the minion falls, and then the villain just keeps falling to their death. It'd be funny. I'm glad you made it back to Tyrol, Wild. I'd been in Ishgard for so long I'd almost forgotten what it's like to sweat. But I remember now, you can be sure. Loazenique. Wow, there you are. I was afraid we wouldn't see you before we left. We arrived not long ago, and apprised Brook Evu of everything that happened. This is the longest I spent away from our village, but even though Tuliolol and Ishgard were like entirely different worlds to me, I was only ever treated with kindness. Hmm? Is anything the matter, Tentawa? Nothing. It's just something I've been thinking about. Our people have always been self-sufficient. The Ishgardians and the Zundu showed that looking to your neighbor can reveal a way through the harshest difficulties. And you heard, Handaloo. The bond between Ishgard and Zundu was only made deeper through their shared ordeal. To trust another to such a degree, well, I think it's a goal we should all strive toward. We have at least one friend like that, don't we? He who bent his ears to every note of the narwhal's lullaby without a shade of fear in his eyes. Thank you, Wild. Oh, for believing in us. For believing that no matter the outcome, your actions would not be in vain. In so doing, you taught me the worth of fighting alongside allies you can trust. Hmm. Even if your shield breaks, that is not the end. You're right. It's our faith in our allies and their faith in us that gives us the courage to protect each other. But approaching someone with open arms doesn't mean they'll accept you. The relations between our people and our neighbors have been strained by generations of mistrust, and we must take care to mend them properly. If we can do that and learn to look forward toward the future hand in hand, then there will be no need to use the cradle ever again. People can sleep and dream untroubled and awaken with bright eyes. I want to see those days come to pass. Me too. Then you and I can finally spend more time together. But right, of course. If we're going to see this future, then we should get back to our village. They'll be overjoyed to see the cradle returned. Thank you for everything, Wild. Next time we meet, may we both have good news to share. Bye. Bye. Yay. Okay. Now to Kugane.
That's-
Oh, Puffy, there you are.
Carrying a bucket of water.
Oh.
Anyway, for the event, I'm gonna wait for Ren to be here.
Okay.
Because the event was here. But is there anything else that you guys want to do?
Puppy and I are doing the role quests.
So I wait. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I don't even remember what her fake name was. Oh, what was like? Wild, I'm so relieved to see you.
Oh, we're not party together.
Oh, whoops.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll partner afterward. After the cutscene. I thought you might resent me for lying to you. That you might refuse to lend me your help again. I'd certainly be hard pressed to reclaim the cocoon alone in this foreign land. I truly meant what I said before. I'm counting on you. Though I'm ashamed to admit it, when I first arrived here, I was nearly swindled out of an heirloom by a talking catfish. Oh, I know the fucker. I'd been
Specific one or I feel like
it.
there's many ones.
I think it's specifically Gyodon or Gyodo.
There's a good chance.
Yeah, I think it's
I don't think
Gyodo.
he's the only slimy one though.
Well, he's the usual one.
They're catfish,
Yeah.
so they're all gonna be slimy.
Yeah. That was kind of joke.
I'd been scouring the city for a shop to pawn my choker so I could secure room and board, you see, when the catfish approached me, claiming it'd buy the necklace for a fair price, offered me a handful of coins that glittered like gold. I was about to accept the offer when Itoka appeared. In mere moments, she discerned that the catfish's currency was counterfeit, and ended the transaction then and there. She dragged me to the markets afterward and pawned her own necklace to secure lodgings for both of us. From the moment she arrived, Itoka took care of everything. What I'm trying to say is, I can't do anything on my own. I'm reckless and impulsive, and I'm just really glad to have you by my side. It's been some time, my friends. Pray forgive my sudden visit, but I come bearing urgent tidings. Ah, we spoke with you at the House of the Fierce. What brings you all this way? I was able to make contact with Samidare. I told him I was
He didn't do the event, and he's gonna get home soon, so.
okay. Well, that Puppy and I are gonna do like the next one role quest for melee. Maybe what level are you, Puppy? Actually?
I just got 97.
Oh, okay. So you won't be able to do 98 yet. Okay. I was able to make contact. I was able to make contact with Samidare. I told him I was willing to make amends and join my oldest friend in exposing the lies in people's hearts. He responded most eagerly and bade me meet him in secret. Wait, really? Did he say where? Aye, Hell's Lid. I had a mind to lay an ambush for him, but not knowing the extent of the power he wields, I thought it best to seek help. And so I came here to beg your aid, Wild. Your strength and valor are unequaled, and we cannot apprehend Samidare without you. We may never get another chance to catch him unawares like this. There's no time to lose. Wait, forgive me for speaking plain, Huntress, but I fear we would only be a hindrance to Wild when the fighting begins. Let us go to Hell's Lid by skiff and meet his after the villain is subdued. Well, is that a typo? Is that supposed to be meet him?
Oh yeah.
Also, he is clearly Samidare in disguise. Oh, I take your point. You're right. Without us there to distract him, Wild can focus wholeheartedly on the battle. Sorry, would you mind going it alone? We'll be there as soon as we can. Ruby Price.
Oh my god, primal attack!
Ah. It's so ridiculous that the Aetherites in this map are just so close to each other. It's like, what's the point?
I mean, one of them is way underwater.
That's true, but still.
I mean, it's been convenient for me to make turtle boots.
That is fair.
Yeah, I kind of wish there was a third one in the model. I think over time, gradually, they discovered that he is about the right now. That's...
Yep. You see no sign of Samidare. Perhaps his lair is further ahead. It is most certainly not a trap.
Oh my god, a behemoth attack!
Ah. You still see no sign of Samidare, but feel an unsettling presence. Red Kojin!
Way more powerful than I remember. I feel like you guys would be like 2/3 this powerful?
Not powerful enough.
Like they were like these guys were 96% powerful, and I feel like they used to be like 60% powerful at best.
Uh, Imagine if it would actually be funny if if we got attacked by characters that were meant to be in the region, like they matched the actual level of the region. Like if those had been level 60 something instead, that would have been really funny. Samidare is nowhere to be found. There is naught to do but await your companion's arrival.
I think unfortunately the canon increase in our power level is not actually as drastic as the game.
Yeah. Hey, you alright? Kuyuki. Kuiki. Oh, right. I came as soon as... Oh, is the battle over already? Where's Samidare? I was ambushed by Red Kojin. I was attacked, but not by Samidare. I was ambushed by a group of Red Kojin. I'm pretty sure this is a trap. I'm pretty sure you're Samidare. What? So this was a trap? Wait, over there. Oh, shit. I mean, I'm annoyed that we fell for that, but that was nice. Good job, Kuiki. Oh, so you can dispel the illusion by by hitting them really, really hard. Thank goodness I made it. Alright, I gave this guy a dignified voice. After all that time I spent in the old Kojin shell, convincing his underlings to attack you, my blade was mere ilms from the skin of your back. Alas, a meticulous plan gone to waste. It seems I underestimated your strength and failed the huntress's tenacity. And the failed huntress's tenacity. I dare say I'm outmatched, and no common beast I might mimic can stand against you. I must contemplate your deaths with more care, more rigor. Look forward to our next meeting. Please try to shoot him down. I want you to scare the Namazu again. Forgive me. Need to catch my breath. Samidare's friend was the villain himself. As soon as the skiff made it to the open sea, he threw me overboard. I damn near had to swim like a fish to make it here in time. He's made me into a fool again. He waylaid me before using a similar ruse. By the time I figured out what it was, Itoka was already... I always wondered how a craven like Samidare was able to kill her, our greatest hunter, and now I know. When Itoka felt the blade in her back and turned to see the face of her killer, she saw me. I'm glad I was able to prevent history from repeating itself. I don't want to lose you too. Ahem. We should return to Kugani. Samidara might have planted more than one trap for us here. Oh, right. Yeah. I feared the worst as I rushed to reach you. The moment Samidari was in sight, I charged without thinking, which, in retrospect, was probably for the best. Had I tried to shoot him from afar with my bow, I might have missed, or worse yet, hit you instead. In any case, I'm just relieved you're safe. I promise to be more wary from now on, particularly of familiar faces. It hardly needs saying, remember to keep your guard up as well. For now, I'll resume my efforts to gather information about Samidari's whereabouts. You'll be the first to know once I have a lead.
Oh, it looks available because I have a
Oh, do you want to just do that then?
no, okay, right. I have other ship past 98.
Okay. Okay, then there. That's what it would. Yeah.
Uh,
Hmm. All right.
I have all the Vanguard.
Nice.
I have all the Vanguard gear bracelets, but I don't
Oh
need
God.
bracelets.
Uh huh. I don't have all of it. Well, do we want to do a leveling while we're waiting for Ren?
Yes, I think
Let me guess, Lance. You're not online yet. Nope.
I'll get online now. So.
Maybe get online too, please.
with all of the machinists in the leveling.
I will be. Huh. I don't know. I could go as a healer, I guess. Although oh no.
No, I'm 99.
Yeah. I guess I can go as machinist again. I could also go as monk, but I don't really want to. Oh, dancer actually would be better to finish leveling actually, since if I get that to 100, I can do the 100 dancer quest.
Yep. That's nice.
No, it's at 98. I don't think we'll be able to get that unless we do like an alliance raid or something. Hmm. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, there is Ren.
Oh,
Oh,
hi, Ren. Lance is logged in. Okay, well then I guess do we want to do the rising event?
I'm already in the field of
Sure. All right, I'll head to Lim Salominsa. All right, I'm not party leader. I can't invite anyone.
What city's the thing in?
Linsa. Oh, hello, Ren. Navy.
Me. Let's go.
Puppy, you got to invite Ren and Navy and
Oh,
Lance.
right.
So start.
Well, Puppy's not here yet.
Who?
Puppy.
Oh, Puppy needs to come here. I thought that you were all here. Sorry.
Nope. There he is.
So start.
Of all the coincidences, you will hardly believe it, but I was just this very moment reminiscing of the time you lent me your strength a 12-month past. Yeah, a year ago. And for the last like 5 some years, it is. You see, I again find myself impressing the of an adventurer's aid, just as I did last rising. Oh, if only Wild were here, I thought to myself. And here you are. Well then, what do you say? Shall we clasp arms once more? My thanks. Matter is this. I have been approached by a lady named Ayoyo. It's gonna be a Lalafell, who wishes to imprint her own imitable mark upon the skies above Limsa. I speak, of course, of the fireworks that illuminate these rising nights. Learning of my contribution to previous year's festivities, she has enlisted me to her cause. We already have the ear of the organizing committee. However, Lady Oyoyo has expressed a strong desire to consult with a storied adventurer before finalizing her proposal. Come to the Yellow Jackets guardhouse at the base of the Coral Tower, and I will introduce you. This way.
Maybe stop abusing your powers. Which one? Sorry? Oh, here.
Damn it. Load game. Downstairs, I guess? Okay. Downstairs.
Oh my god, it's a puntable.
Yep, a yo-yo. That's what I said. Lady Yo-Yo, one storied adventurer, as promised. Hello, I am Wild Flame, the warrior of light.
And these are my friends. They are also the warrior of light.
Oh God, what kind of an accent is that gonna be? Lessons of the 12 upon ye. Name's Ayoyo, Cannoneer First Class for the Yellow Jackets. It's an honor to have you on board. I can't do this kind of Hagrid accent, damn it.
I think it might be for the missing H's make me think like me.
Yeah, what kind of accent does Hagrid have? Because he has missing H's and F's, I think.
You have to speak like a pirate here, remember?
Yeah, but these are also British people's accents.
No, not here in Limsa.
Yes. Did I mention that it is the Yellow Jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities? Not only in decorating of these fair laments and streets, but in designing and constructing the fireworks to brighten the skies above them. How strange to have the city's policemen be in charge of decorating for events. Lady Ayoyo here is quite the savant in all manners incendiary and explosive, and so it has fallen to her to formulate a plan for the display's crowning glory. Me and the other lassies of the cannoneers whipped up a load of lovely little drakes, snakes, and devils for the Moonfire Fair, but more of the same ain't going to cut it for the rising. 'Cause it's all about remembering those we lost in the calamity, ain't it? Them and theirs deserve something a mite specialer than a bunch of old bangers. What an admirable sentiment, I'm sure. It would not do for our ode to such poignant memories be aught less than memorable. Let us make this year's rising one that the citizens of this fair realm will not soon forget. Took the words right out of me mouth, dearie. Thing is, I haven't hardly set foot out of limbs in all me days. I don't reckon I'm best placed to know what's going through the minds of the citizens of this fair realm. And so you would pick an adventurer's brains, one who has journeyed far and wide across this land we love and knows it and its people intimately. Yet before we call upon your particular wisdom, mayhap it would behoove us to seek out a wider range of opinions. Many and more look to the skies come rising night, and the thoughts that run through their minds are no doubt as diverse. Let us learn them. Sounds like a plan. Mind if I join you, dearie? Could do with learning some of these thoughts myself. Right then, where's best to start asking around? Some place a lot of outsiders gather, I reckon. How about we meet in the Etherite Plaza down in the lower decks? While you two are so engaged, allow me to continue our discussions with the organizing committee. I shall await you by the aft castle.
Oh,
That's a chakra. Weird. Dang it. Load in, Ayoyo. Navy, you are running in place.
I am what?
You're running in place on my screen.
Interesting.
There you go. People are loading in now.
I think your
Ayoyo.
computer was having a stroke.
Yep, it was. It's acting like it's not as good as it should be. You see them lights down down Ocker's Alley, dearie? Decorations for the festival, they are. Every year, when the streets are all decked out for the rising, me heart feels with, well, all kinds of feelings. Sorrow, pride, regret. But enough about me. We came here to find out how the other folk feel about it. Let's split up, head down the alley, and ask a few likely-looking customers each. We're on a schedule here, so don't go asking every single soul you see. 4 or 5 should do ye. I'll meet you down by the ferry docks when we are done. Swoles late. Welcome, welcome. What may I interest you in this fine evening? Swoles Swolesblat? More like Swolesblat. Swole. Swolesblat. Ah, information, is it? Well, if you really must know, the whizzing and banging that fills the air this season always takes me back to the time just before the calamity struck. A great festival was held to commemorate the reformation of the Grand Companies. People in the streets were hooting and hollering, setting off fire spouts, and all the ships in the bay, now bedecked in maelstrom colors, let loose their cannons. It seemed so foolish now, knowing what was soon to befall us, but all that noise served a purpose nonetheless, drowning out the fear that ever whispered in our ears. It is my firm belief that the rising fireworks serve the same purpose even now. They present a vision of loveliness, of togetherness, that we might forget our fears and be given hope for a brighter future. I'm gonna chat with you again. Oh, nope, you just have a quest. The streets are full of life, and the sky is full of fire, and the westerly winds filling our seafarer sails as it does our hearts. Ah, I couldn't have picked a better time to come home. You a sailor too, are you? No, I am the savior of this world. Help with the fireworks, you say? Good on you, lad. I seen a few memories. I have a few memories of back then, if you've an ear to hear 'em. I'm a merchant seaman, you see, always sailing hither and thither across the waves. Was just back from a trip to Razatan when the calamity struck. Everyone was looking up to the sky at that loathsome lantern that hung low in it. Like most folk, I don't remember much of what happened in the days before or after it fell. But I'll never forget those faces. And that's what I love so much about the fireworks. You see the same faces looking up, but this time with a smile. Reminds you of not only of the bad times, but how we got over them. Of course, half the folk who were watching Dalamud back then with us ain't with us no more. But they'll be watching the fireworks too, and I reckon they'll bring the same smile to their faces as they do ours. To their faces.
Tell him they're stuck in a cave. Shoot. That's a question.
Dojby. Dojby. God, who are your parents? I need to kill them for naming you that. No, I know the S is part of the Mikota thing, the Seekers thing, but like her given name,
it's Dojby.
Dojby.
God.
Like dodgeball.
Dojby. All right, there. Anything I can do for you? Yes. Direct me to your parents so that I may punish them for naming you this.
Don't admit why wild. She's more likely to answer if and
No, I bet she hates her parents too. You're asking for people's thoughts on the rising fireworks? Would have thought a great hero like you would have better things to do with your time. But I suppose that's what makes you a hero, eh? Helping people out whichever way you can. Well, I'm like most people, I suppose. I think of those I lost. My parents, most of all. I wonder if they're watching too. Swim up from the bottom of the ethereal sea to see what all the crashing and banging's about. It's complicated, I suppose. I feel sad they're gone, but happy I'm not. and grateful to Battaran saving me and so many others. If they are watching, I hope they can see me too. See that I'm doing alright for myself. They might sleep soundly for another 12 months. They not have the word year. They have the word year in this world. Why are they talking like that?
Hold on.
I don't remember them ever saying year before.
Yeah,
Dude,
they had never seen year before.
haven't they said that the calamity was 5 years ago?
12 months ago.
I don't.
They
I
probably
don't
said
remember.
year.
Just move it.
Wiggly wobbly timey
That
wimey.
might be a Lumensa thing.
I didn't learn this long till after he'd taken me in, but after the calamity, Battaran banded together some old allies from his mercenary days and a few willing adventurers. They'd go around seeking out people like me who'd lost everything and try and put them back on their feet. I just made his job easier, drinking myself stupid and puking my guts out in his gutter. Maybe I should get him a little something by way of thanks. Oh, okay. Mr. Buff. Okay. Where's everybody?
Aww.
What?
You'll know.
Where are you guys? Oh, it's this way.
Oh yeah, here.
Oh, this is gonna be sad. Can you see them too, my love? You're involved with the fireworks and want to know what I think of them? Well, just now I was wondering if they can be seen from far out in the offing. Do you know? I see. The reason I ask is that my husband is out there now. He meant to be back by rising night, but it seems the tide didn't turn in his favor. He was so looking forward to the fireworks. I do hope he can see them from where he is, that we can share them together, no matter how far apart we might be. That is my only request to you, that you make the finale as bright and boisterous as you can, that all those who cannot be together this rising might still share in its message. Aw, I was not as sad as I was expecting, but still very
Yeah,
sweet.
so 100% expecting her husband.
Yep. There are many like me who cannot be with their loved ones this rising, whether by chance or by tragedy. It is the fireworks that bring them together, so the louder and brighter they are, the better. Sorry to keep you waiting, dearie. So, what did you find out? What did you find out? Hagrid. Who told you about Fluffy? Shouldn't have said that. Should not have said that. Well, there's your money, Harry. Gringotts. Ain't no place safer. Same here. Was half expecting them to look like to just like looking at the pretty lights, but it seems the feeling runs a lot deeper than that. Memories of the calamity still sit heavy on their hearts, but the rise in fireworks goes some way to lifting that weight. So, any ideas for the grand display? What kind of thing do you reckon to help lift those spirits the most? Something grand and flashy, something that reminds people of the past, something that gives people hope for the future.
I mean, we know that the last lady wanted something grand and flashy.
Yeah, that's the one that's sticking out most to me.
Sure, something grand and flashy.
I picked
Tell me how the next.
She said that'd do the job, all right. Ain't Limpson.
For Poppy.
Okay.
Poppy did different.
Oh right, yeah.
So, So it's hope for the future, eh? That hope for the future, eh? That remind broken. Just around the corner. That
It's
was,
different, yes.
Yep. So she says, that do the job, all right. Ain't limpsing among us who ain't got a drop of pirate blood in her veins. Lighting up the skies with Buccaneer and Abandon would be just the way to put our own stamp on this year's festival. The Risings ain't just about about mourning those we lost, after all. It's about remembering the struggles of those who survived to steer us to a brighter future. Aye, that's it. That's what Limsa needs this rising. Ships, cannons, a departure salute, not just for the fallen, but for those setting sail for unknown shores, a vision of the past and of the future. An old bleeding armada feeling Galadian Bay lighting up the very Evans. Who wouldn't want to watch that? That's settled then. And the minstrel's gonna love it. He said he'd be up by the aft castle, right? I'll see you there.
Oh yeah, he's not in the plaza. He's in the F castle. I'm gonna have to teleport.
Yep.
Whatever.
Let me make sure I'm still recording. Yes, I am still recording. Yo. Let's see now. 1,500 weight of fire sand at 500 yalms from shore. Reckon we're gonna need more ships. Our intrepid adventurer returns, and positively bursting with inspiration, I take it. We need big. I see. A traditional seafaring salute, not only to the memories of the fallen, but to the future fortune of those who follow in their wake. A most fitting proposal, I'm sure. Thanks to both of ye. But our work ain't done yet. There's a lot that needs sorting out before we can put this idea into action. So much to do, so little time. If you wouldn't mind helping us a little longer, dearie, I'd be forever in your debt. Let me know when you've got your loins good and girded. A display of such grandeur is not merely a matter of crafting the fireworks proper. We shall require the cooperation of a great many people, several of whom may be less than disposed to offer it. Aw, brushed up Kryle. Right then, let's get started, shall we, dearie? The plan is we're going to line up an whole fleet of ships across the bay and have them fire broadside into the sky. Before we go about planning our fleet, we need to get the plan approved by the organizing committee, and that means convincing Commodore Rayner. I'll take the lead, but I ain't exactly got the slight silverest tongue, nor much experience nobbling with the higher ups. If you do see me struggling, put in a word, won't you? Of course, milady. Your cause is ours. Thank you, my dears. Together then, to the Coral Tower.
Oh, it's outside.
He's
over to.
Marauders Guild. Commodore Rayner worked his way up the ranks, all the way from rock bottom to the tippity top. He knows the work and knows workings of the last secrecy in and out. So any flaws in our proposal, and you'll see right through them. Last I had the privilege of meeting with the Commodore was around the time of the calamity. I had been arrested for conspiracy to incite rebellion. Naturally,
Thanks.
it was all a misunderstanding. Some other scurrilous soul had been singing songs of sedition. If not for Raynor and his relentless pursuit of the truth, I might still be lingering in the brig. He is a shrewd investigator who will brook no equivocation. Shall we then? I wonder if that was a 1.0 quest he's referencing. Wanting to make the Rising display special, I can fathom, but the sheer scale of this proposal is beyond anything I imagined. Ayoyo, need I remind you that the first duty of the Yellow Jackets is the keeping of the peace? Filling the bay with ships will not only disturb the daily workings of the harbor, but is sure to foment agitation among the commons. Knowing this, do you still mean to persevere with this outlandish plan? I do, Commander. Every element in art, every Eorzean art, still bears the scars of the calamity. All that loss and hardship, that struggle, it cut deep. But the Rising ain't just about looking to the past, it's about looking to the future, too. And if it's our duty to watch over folk, keep 'em on the straight and narrow lack, I reckon it's our duty to see 'em off on another year's journey, too. Well put. I accept your intentions are pure, but what are the logistics? I trust you have a plan to do exactly as to who exactly will be providing and paying for this fleet of yours. Yes, Commander. We're going to the plantation, the Maelstrom for the flagship, and the rest from the Black Sails. Huh? Of course. One is wont to forget that those buccaneering souls remain bound to serve the Maelstrom in times of necessity. Lady Oyoyo would have us parley with the three great pirate captains and remind them of their civic duty, it seems. Aye, that's right. The pirates answered the Admiral's call back when the moon was fallen, fought and died at Cartano, same as the rest of us. And when they hear about our plan to salute all those who fell, and all those who didn't, I don't doubt they'll answer the call again. I wish you all the luck in the world in recruiting those rogues to your cause. You shall need it. Very well then, allow me to arrange the parley. Should you succeed in this feat, you may consider all of my remaining doubts answered.
Can we have a date with one of the captains?
I bid you remember that you go to speak with pirates, lawless marauders all. Pray that you do not say aught to offend them, lest we find ourselves with a mutiny on our hands. I shall have the Maelstrom summon the leaders of three factions to the anchor yard. Pray go there and complete your preparations.
Okay.
We are to parley with pirates. Truly, life is but a succession of unexpected events. Cheers for sticking with me, lads. I hope I can count on your support in the next set of negotiations and all. Of course, my lady. Alas, I fear the captains, those far-famed scourges of the seas, will prove rather less biddable partners than Commodore Raynor did. While the Roswin of the Sanguine Sirens may be swayed by emotion, Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms is of a much more mercenary mind. The executioners, meanwhile, value honor and glory above all else. If there is aught that unites them, it is a zealous spirit. Let us argue with passion that we might inflame theirs. If it's passion you're after, I've got that in bleeding bucket loads. But I might need you two to jump in again in case me tongue decides to tie itself in a half itch. Just say the first thing that comes into your heads, and I'll pick up after. Come on then, dearies. Let's head on over to the anchor yard and get this parley started.
go to the Aft Castle, and from there you're gonna have to walk.
Yep.
Do we want to make it a race? That I'll win?
Well, hang on. Wait. If we're gonna race, then we have to all like start at the same spots, and my game loads slower. And it will be most. Oh, nobody waited.
No.
Yeah, we started going.
I am definitely winning by virtue of using multiple classes dashes.
I cannot say much because my mouse decided to not act for a moment. For some
That
reason.
sounds like a you problem. I win.
God damn, why the hell is my computer so slow about this?
Okay. Okay, only one of them is of my interest apparently.
Ah, the lady one and that guy. Aren't you two together yet? Thanks for coming. The reason we ask you here is, the Maelstrom summons laid it out for us loud and clear. You want us to help you with the rising fireworks. And the answer is no. When my sirens fire a broadside, it's to send our enemies to the bottom of the briny, not to paint pretty pictures in the sky for drylanders to gawp at. We've better things to be doing with our time. 'Tis a rare occurrence, to be sure, but I find that my opinion aligns with Roswin's. Our time is precious, as I am sure is yours. Let us hasten to draw these discussions to a close. I shall put it bluntly, I see no profit in this endeavor for myself and my men, so unless there's
Gonna be
anything else.
difficult. Read them all.
No
Do you think
profit.
there's a right answer?
What?
Do you think there's a right answer?
Probably. Read them all, don't worry.
No profit? How sad that the great Carvalane should lose his nose for coin. You would put the Admiral and the Yellow Jackets in your debt, or why it is the perfect opportunity to forge a deeper bond with Roswin.
I'm gonna go with number 3.
Tell us what it says.
It's the same as yours. Why? It's the perfect opportunity.
No. Tell us what the response is, Lance.
Oh, okay. If you should require my men and I to shackle ourselves to the sirens, we should require even greater recompense.
Tch. I want to do the first one.
Tell me what your second says. Who's talking in your second?
I don't know who. Anyone doing the second one?
I'll do it.
Okay, Ren.
Harvalian says, a debt of gratitude, perhaps, for providing the men and material for this pageantry entirely at your own expense. I saw no mention of the Krakens being compensated for our efforts in a material sense, or am I mistaken?
Oh. Alright. No profit. How sad that the great Carvalane should lose his nose for coin. I did not come here to be insulted. If you know of a method by which the Krakens might stand to gain from this that I do not, then state it, or else hold your tongue. Or better yet, allow me to hold it for you. Carvalane, your girlfriend's right there.
Who speaks after that?
Wandering minstrel.
And what does he say?
The sheer scale of the spectacle we propose would no doubt draw all of the lords and ladies to the realm together in the city, personages of high renown and deep pockets. Aye, and if they saw you lot working hand in hand with the Maelstrom, It'd do wonders for your public image. Folks who normally wouldn't touch a pirate with a barge pole would be queuing up to do business with you. I do believe you have a point, poorly phrased though it might be. To win legitimate business, one must project the image of a legitimate businessman. Sod your image, and sod anyone who's too lily-livered to trade with us. They can stick their barge poles up their backsides. What's in it for the sirens?
Oh, what?
If you won't consider them customers, consider them quarry.
What is quarry?
Prey.
Okay.
Oh, Carmelin's in. Don't you want to be together? Yes, I've had it with the ship tease between you two. Fucking kiss each other already.
I mean, I already pursued the chip. I'm gonna continue.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Caroline's in. Don't you want to be together? She reacts a little. What? What are you trying to imply? I'd rather cut my me arse off with rusty cutlass than have to spend another minute with that grinning peasant company. Me and my girls are proper pirates. Sorry. Me and my girls are proper pirates.
That's funny. I mean, the second one is going to be obviously she doesn't give a damn about it, so I'm not pressing anyone to go for that one. What do I want? I really like the ship of the two of them, and they've been pushing it for years. I'm kind of.
You're gonna do the first for me. Please.
Okay, sure. If you won't consider them customers, consider them quarry. Ha! You do realize our days of the pillage and every ship we see are long gone. Quarry my arse. And then it's a yo-yo. The sanguine sirens ain't all about the pirate life, though, are they? Are ye? You run almshouses for the sick and injured and those with child. Keep themselves busy with odd jobs such as come their way. Them's your hunters, and the folk who are drawn to the city to see the grand display, your quarry. Ah, I see where you're going with this. Get the girls to set up stalls selling food and grog and the like, and they'd make a killing, providing they had all the right permits from the Yellow Jacket. You're a shrewd one, you. Maybe I could lend him an hand myself. They do say the best way to man's heart is through his stomach. What are the executioners? There is no dishonor in linking arms with Admiral Merlib and the Maelstrom, surely.
Also, you can have a date with me.
You, Yellow Jacket, I want you to tell me one thing and tell it true. This is Limsa Lominsa, the greatest port in all the realm. You could find this fleet of yours without our help, yet you've come here begging for it. Why? Because because I reckon you're the ones who need the rising the most. Black sails only came together because of Carton. You could have upped anchor and sailed off into the sunset, but no. You fought like demons on those cursed flats, made heroes of yourselves and martyrs. The way I see it, it's only right that those that lost the most, when they stood to gain the least, should be the ones to fire the salute to the departed. And the salutes to the departing, too. Calamity changed the lives of you pirates more than anyone. If anyone should be celebrating new beginnings, it's those whose new beginnings already begun.
Okay, that was cute. Yes.
So it's all for our own good, is it? I'm heading back to the Astalicia. Then word when you've huh?
Astalicia.
Astalicia. Astalicia.
Astalicia.
Astalicia.
No, Astalicia.
Astalicia. Astalicia.
Thank you.
Meh. Send word once you send word when you have hammered out the details of this display of yours. We'll see what we can do. Aye aye, Captain. Can't really say no to you now, can I? We lost a lot of good people back in Cartno. Let's send them all off with a bloody great bang. I will join you, on one condition, that in your reminiscence of trauma past, you do not make a shameful spectacle of yourself. Pray do not force me to restrain you. Again. I never force you to do nothing. Ye'll keep your hands off me if you want to keep 'em, you randy bastard. Quite the fragile flower, isn't she? Well then, I bid you adieu. My ships will not ready themselves.
Oh, she's so tsundere.
Yep, they both are.
No, he's not tsundere.
They need to
He
fuck like
likes her.
4
He likes her,
expansions
but
ago.
he's more like
Yep.
serious and. Sorry, Navy, you.
They need to fuck like 4 expansions ago.
I think they already did. But she's too proudful too arrogant. Sorry to admit it. And the other guy is
No.
like, okay, sure, we did. What is the problem?
No, they probably got real close, like naked wrestling real close, but like didn't actually go through with it because both of them are too fucking tsundere to.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a fluke here.
Yep. My hearty congratulations to both of you. It was my honor to play a supporting part, but it was your passion for the rising that swayed them.
Is it? We said like 2 lines.
Yep. And breathe. Gods, I was so nervous I could hardly speak. Thanks so much for chipping in when you did. Could have never gotten him on our side without ye. Right then.
I want to point out something about that line specifically. We did bullshit. What we said never worked. The minstrel had to like essentially change our words in order to make it work.
Mm.
And also Jojo, we did nothing.
Right then, time to put the finishing touches on to this plan of mine. It's going to be wonderful. I just know it. Oh, and about your reward, I've given it to the minstrel. Ye can grab it from him. To new beginnings, lad, and may the navigator's breath ever fill your sails.
Hey, but that was my money. Why did you give it to him? Now he's not gonna pay me. He's gonna run away with it and give me a stupid minion.
You did a great service, my friend, both for Lady Ayoyo and for all those who love the Rising, and myself included. For that, I shall be ever grateful. I expect it shall be still some hours before preparations for the grand finale are complete. Mayhap we could wait together? Wait for the fireworks display to begin? Yes.
Oh my god, I don't need to hear another song from you.
Oh, damn
What
it.
are you gonna play?
I forgot to raise the volume on the game.
You can change that in the chat.
Wait.
Oh, he petted you, honey.
Aw.
Oh?
Also, he Essiles.
While we wait, would you care to hear a verse that has lately come to me? It is a song celebration of encouragement for all those who sail for unknown shores. Pray lend me your ears. Oh god, I'm gonna have to sing.
No, please.
What? How dare you? You should want me to sing when even though I'm embarrassed to sing. Oh, okay. We don't even get to hear the song. We just talk to Yoshi P again.
To who? We don't know him. We always forget that he exists when we go out. Sorry, we always forget who. Anyway,
Oh. Where are we? We're on a boat.
And
The same thing as every other year. He just want to say thank you for playing my game.
We still appreciate it.
Well, that's pretty.
Also, he gave us a Phoenix transformation.
Greetings, warrior of light. To you, this is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream?
Also, Lance, you say we don't know who he is. No, we know. We
A,
know.
a flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. Tis a pleasure to meet you again. As in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. The road we have walked has been long and winding, full of perils and pitfalls, but we have enjoyed every step in your company. We hope that you feel the same about this last great leap. Last!
Because it just happened, huh?
Okay, it lasts in the sense of this previous leap, not
Uh-huh.
last in the sense of like, oh, here's the beginning of the end. With every adventure we undertake, the longer the legacy we leave behind us. Yet a lengthy history need not mean a foreshortened future. Many adventures yet await. We shall continue to chart a course into the great unknown, one that takes in all the diverse wonders this wide world has to offer, that your legacy might grow ever greater. To be certain, it would be a less trying task to sleepwalk ever onward down the same well-furrowed path, yet to venture down paths untrodden, believing in the bright and glorious future that lies beyond them, is by far the more rewarding. That this is the great gift we wish to deliver unto you, the gift of adventure. And we pray with all our hearts that you will continue to walk with us. We thank you for joining us on this journey, heretofore and hereafter. Now the time has come for this vision to end, time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. One cannot know what fills the hearts and minds of those who look to the sky this rising night. Perhaps you and I will see very different images in those explosions of light and color. But one thing I know for certain, that is that right here, right now, we look to the same sky. Or, and though the paths that lay ahead of us may lead in very different directions, sometime, someplace, they shall cross again. What'd you say, Ren?
I was like, this feels very Kingdom Hearts right now.
Yeah, I even muttered Sora's name.
Yeah.
Oh no, Fury.
What
Oh
feels like Kingdom
no.
Hearts? Sorry.
That like what Yoshi P was talking about like we all share the same sky in this one moment. And
Oh yeah.
what is it? Navy. What?
You're gonna have to sing.
Oh no. 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 'Tis almost time for the display to begin. The consummation not only of our labors, but of the thoughts and prayers of the people of this fair city. A salute for the departed, and for those who set sail into unknown waters. Many adventures yet await you, my friend. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. All right. From eastern sea to eastern sky, the sacred sun ascends, and voices stir of winds, of waves, of ropes, of sails, of friends, who like the golden light of dawn that streams across the sea, set sunlit sail for foreign lands, may fortune follow thee. Her journey done, so sinks the sun below the western waves, and memories stir of friends of yore asleep in watery graves. Let not our voices raised in song disturb your endless sleep, but join us in our chorus and you dream among the deep.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh, what?
finish the cutscene, you know.
All right. An excerpt from an ancient mariner's song, a prayer for the safe return of those who sail o'er the far horizon, and for the peace of those who sleep beneath those same eternal waves. It concludes with
so
a
we've done it this late, and now we learn that.
okay. It concludes with a wish that the voices
Goddamn us.
of those whose spirits are stirred in anticipation of new adventures reach the ears of those whose adventures ended too soon, that they might be united as one. A fitting sentiment for the rising, methinks. And so I offer you my own heartfelt wish that even should your adventures carry you beyond the far-flung horizon of this wide world, we should meet once more in a 12 months' time and look up to the same sky together.
Oh, does that just mean we can talk to him and he can summon people, or? Nope. I guess we're just shit out of luck for now. Oh, wait, now we can. Oh, we can interact with it. Interesting.
You've unlocked the toy chest. Okay. Oh, and see the frame of the anchor yard do the same. The anchor yard, huh?
We're gonna be visited by people, so we might want to do that too. I'll do it in a moment.
Oh, hey, wandering minstrel. Many and more have come from a far field to enjoy the festive atmosphere of Limsa Lominsa this rising. Now that your work is done, be sure to bask in it yourself. All right, checking. A soft westerly wind blows across the anchor yard. You hear footsteps approaching. You turn and see. Ooh, okay, 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 okay. Which one did you choose first, all of you? The last one?
No.
Yeah, I picked the last one.
Well, I had to read it out loud, so.
I picked the second.
Okay.
I don't remember the order. I picked one in the middle, though.
Acting captain of the Bloody Executioners, head chef of the Bismarck, proprietor of the Drowning Wench, head chef, admiral. And I'm a culinarian. It's been a while since I've met the guy. I'll save the last one for last.
What is the last one?
An explorer and his baby Opu Opu. Lingseth. Well,
Huh. I guess I've never finished that quest line.
oh my god, really?
That
Finish it.
explains why I was like, what do you mean
Which
last one?
which quest line?
I never turned in the quest for the realm of the gods things. You know.
Mists of the Realm, I think. Well, well, well. I come to feel Lim Lane's breath on me face, only to find the faithless bosom whispering in the ear of in the ear of another. How have you been keeping, Wild? I hear we've got you to thank for the rising display. Ioyo's been singing your praises from the fisherman's bottom to the corral tower. What? Surprised I know her? Limps is a small place, lad. Hardly a day goes by I don't see a yellow jacket or several in the Bismarck, whether it's to sup on the finest food and wine this side of the sea, or to clap the irons on those who've tapped the cask a touch too thirstily. Suppose an adventurer like you mightn't have noticed always coming and going as you are, but stick around in the city for a while and you'll see. The jackets ain't just for axes for hire, they're true friends of the common folk. Ioyo was a retainer before the calamity struck, you know. Her master had a thing for fireworks. Every time they came back from their wanderings, they'd load her down with an hundred of spouts and spinners they'd picked up from God knows where, God's nowhere. Day and night, you'd see her down in
Oh,
the
you
market
can
court.
actually redo it actually.
Yep, beaming that sunny smile of hers at every passerby, trying her damnedest to flog the stuff. Enjoyed the work, I reckon, but then Dalamud fell and she lost her master. Literally lost him. The way she tells it, it were as if the calamity burned an hole in her memory and they fell straight through. Couldn't remember their face nor their name. What? What her one of her masters her master was one of the warriors of light? Were they us? How? Was it
Who?
do the Bismarck chef one? But she never forgot the fireworks. The amount of gunpowder that went through her hands over the years, she couldn't help learning about a bit about making things go bang. An apprenticeship with the cannoneers later, and she was a yellow jacket. So when I heard they were the ones who had been put in charge of the rise and display, I knew she'd be the first. She'd be first to volunteer. The rising, the fireworks, they mean a lot to her, and as a friend, they mean a lot to me. So thank you. But Navy logged out.
Yeah.
Is 117.
It's 2:15 a.m. I have school at 11 in the
Yeah,
morning, but still,
yeah,
like the fact that it's 11 in the morning is the only reason I'm still up at this hour.
yep. Acting captain of the bloody executioners. Isn't that C card? Or is it? Yeah, it's C card. Where's your husband? Your boyfriend?
That's what I was thinking.
If it isn't my old mate Wild. I heard you had a hand in the fireworks, but I thought you'd be long gone by now. I'm glad you stuck around though. Gives me a chance to thank you. For getting the executioners involved, like. Can't say you didn't run us ragged getting the whole fleet loaded up with the 10 tons of fire sand and ready to sail at a moment's notice. But it's well worth it in the end. Aye, there's nothing a pirate enjoys more than a bit of the old pyrotechnics. The perfect send off for shipmates past and present.
You might call them. You might perhaps call them pyrotechnics.
Ha ha ha. Even got me in the guts, so it did. Most risings I spend at the bottom of a flagon, thinking of those we lost and salting my grog. But this salute's only gone and put the wind in my sails. I'm up an anchor tomorrow in search of an island sanctuary of me own, somewhere to bury me booty. I don't think Amanda Lane would appreciate getting buried. Wish me luck, Wild, and may Lane's breath ever blow at your back. She's dead, bro. Yeah, when are these supposed to take place? I mean, I know they're not supposed to all be happening every single time, but like, no, no, a lot of these, like, we didn't even meet Seacard until like Endwalker, I think. If he appeared before, I don't remember.
It was right before in Shadowbringers,
Ah, right.
near the end of the MSQ.
Okay.
What's the last one, honey? Something confused me. Hold on.
The last one is
I'm confused.
an
I'm
explorer.
very confused.
What? An explorer and his baby Opal Opal?
Yes.
You don't know.
Why are you
I know
confused?
who they are. They say something super cryptic.
Okay, well, I'm curious about that. I'll check it out when I get there. For now, I'm gonna do the Admiral herself. I wish I could meet her lieutenant or her second in command, but oh well. Wild. This is a coincidence. Rainer was just telling me of the role you played in putting the display together. I'm sure all those who gathered in my city to witness it were as moved as I. A salute to all those who set sail for new adventures. It shall surely resound in their hearts and give them strength and courage in the year to come. And a salute to the fallen, too, was it not? Many and more lost their lives on the fields of Cartano. the men and women of the Black Sails, chief among them. I thank you for giving those who survived them this chance to put their grief to more productive ends. I thank you for giving the celebrations an unmistakable touch of salt, too. This year's rising was not merely in Limsa but of her. I look forward to seeing how future host cities follow our example. But for now, let us focus on the present. I'm sure I have kept you from your business for far too long already, and I must return to mine. I must offer my prayer to Limlane and be on my way. Fare you well, Wild. I wish you safe voyages for the year to come. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. And now for the proprietor of the Drowning Wench, who I do not really have a close relationship with.
I mean, he was yeah, but you were not welcomed by him. I'm gonna do the head chef for the Bismarck in a moment.
If it ain't me old pal Wild, here to beg the old bird for guidance too, are you? Oh, you're Bateron. I remember you being mentioned at some point earlier today. I don't remember who. Ah, right. Shid Shidojbi. I remember she mentioned you. She said you and had an ad in this year's fireworks, and not a bad job you made of them neither. You met Stodgeby down in Hawker's Alley, eh? I sent her to pick up some stock for the wench, but you know what she brought me back? Only a bottle of bleeding Bacchus. Paid for it out of her own pocket, she did, to thank me again for saving her life. Don't know why she's so hung up about it. The girls paid me back in an 100 times over, with all her hard work over the years. Felt a bit bad accepting it, like, but well, a bottle of Bacchus is a bottle of Bacchus. Reckon it's you we should be thanking anyway for that marvelous display. All the ships in the harbor, the fire in the sky, brought back a lot of memories. Some good, some bad, but every one of them well worth remembering. And we ain't done making them yet. You'll be off on your next adventure soon enough, I wager. Well, you can't rightly be striding out on an empty stomach now, can ye? Come up to the wench and we'll fill your belly. Why am I making that expression? Alright, now for the last and best one. An explorer and his baby Oppo Oppo.
Has anyone else watched that one, or just me?
I did.
I watched it some ago, but I'm watching it.
I knew it was you. I could tell it from your bearing. Let's see if I remember his voice.
Will he talk like that? He will. I think he will talk more jovially.
I'm trying to remember how he sounded like, in the not Aglaya, in Thalia. I can't quite remember.
Yeah, he sound he. I mean, admittedly, in the raid, he did sound a little bit serious.
Forgive me. It gladdens me that our paths should cross again, of course. And yet I find myself somewhat lost for words. Are you, well, what brings you here? Is that so? I should have known it. It is very much like you to help others fulfill their dreams, to bring life and light to the world. I always liked festivals, as did all my brethren, though the celebrations have taken diverse form over the years, all brought smile to the faces of our children, and in turn us. Though it was our custom, nay, our duty, to watch over you from the phantom realm, one among us was so drawn to the music and the merrymaking that he adopted a mortal form, that he might join you in your revelry.
That
In every festival is imbued the hopes and dreams of mortal man. You implored the gods to listen to your pleas, and they hear you. They still do.
that
Till next our paths should cross. Ook, ook, ook.
Wait, how exactly was that phrase?
I shall review it once I exit the cutscene and have the chat window, because
Oh my
that
God.
it does strike me as odd.
Come here.
See, I told you it'd be worth the journey. Yes, it was quite a display.
Do you recognize the colors on this guy on this side?
Nope.
I think this is Ralgar in human form.
Huh.
His thing is being purple and red, like he's,
Lance,
fisties.
I think he was speaking in the past.
No, he saw this in this direction. Like
I
very
thought
casually. I think
In
that
a
these are
sense,
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
I
I
thought he
think
was
that these are
talking
the
about
gods. I'm sorry.
himself.
Yeah. One among
Potentially, or like to me, like the way I'm in my bed, so I'm just listening to like the narration at this point. That sound like we even like one of us got so drawn into like your people's music and rituals that we would visit and just be there with the music.
for a second I thought he
As
was
in, we would do that all the time over like years.
Maybe
Not now.
he looked in this direction and the camera pan on these two guys here.
I think it might have been panning toward Lim Lane's symbol here.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's awkward. Or it's curious.
Maybe one of these guys.
I was actually
Can you
thinking,
these guys out?
yeah, I thought he was talking about the wandering minstrel, and I was like, what? He's one of you, but he's not dead now.
I don't think I've seen these, at least one of them before, but I don't remember from where.
I don't recognize
Lil
either.
Wayne would make sense as well, though.
Yeah. Say there, he was talking about himself for Lane, I think.
Maybe. I
But-
could see both of the wind ones being concerned by, liking music too much.
Yeah, problem is like this one. Like I thought he was talking about the wandering minstrel because the minstrel's all about music. So and Derek specifically mentioned music. But like that doesn't make sense either because like is if he's one of the he wouldn't be one of the 12, but I suppose he'd be one of like the 13 then. But he's never mentioned, and nothing has ever been suggested that he is a god.
Mind going back to that passage
Sure.
about music?
Uh, though it was our custom, nay, our duty, to watch over you from the Phantom Realm, one among us was so drawn to the music and the merrymaking that he adopted a mortal form that he might join you in your revelry.
It wasn't a chi. Lilani is a chi.
I think he was talking about himself.
Yeah. Imagine, like, it's impossible to tell now, but like, imagine if like there was just one figure, like one NPC who was at every single event up until Endwalker's time.
So I'm not
Probably.
reading that as playing the music. I'm reading that as a he likes to hear it.
Mm.
So I don't think it would be the Wandering Minstrel. I think it would be someone else. But
I'm just reading this, like,
We're gonna have to
someone
take
took
this
the
to Reddit
form
and
of a
start asking
man.
what did he mean.
I'm like, took on a mortal form. Is what I was on, and since Derek was the only one that, like, looked like human, I guess. That's the only one that took a form like that. I'm assuming that's who he was talking about, was himself.
essentially, yeah.
Yeah, that's possible. But like, why would he not say that he did it himself? I mean, his thing was that he was always traveling as Derek amongst people, or at least in this most recent form.
Maybe
And
he's shy that too much about him. And he's like, no, I'm not going to tell him that it's me
the
who likes
curious,
music.
Or,
the
or
curious.
maybe that's what made him start doing it in the first place.
It is a curious question. Brushed up trial. I'm gonna go to the rising yard area, or the main rising area, just to see if there's anybody hanging around there.
Oh, and do check if there's any vendors as well, please.
Sure. I mean, there's probably definitely vendors because there's the
Yeah, but
lamp.
if there's anything worthwhile.
Oh, other than the
Not really.
oh,
There's a bunch of
Seasonal miscellaneous,
yeah, a bunch
I
of
imagine.
confetti and I think lamp.
yeah,
The boob lamp?
yeah, the boob lamp, the furnishing that they offer this year. Where is they?
I'm gonna have to go look at the
Here
boob
you are.
lamp. Not that I want it, but
You're
I'm
the
just curious
attendant.
what the fuck it is.
It's the decoration they have all around. Oh, there's the vendor.
I see. Thing is, you say that like I've not been in my bed for the past 20 minutes.
You can look at my stream.
I'm in bed.
You can look at your phone on your stream.
That would disconnect my headset.
Oh, fair. Or no, I mean Twitch stream. I'm not streaming through Discord.
But I'm lazy.
That's not news.
Realm Reborn
No.
Red. I have that already.
Besides, I
Oh,
was
high
about
five.
to just say I'm gonna turn off my headset soon just because I'm a head to bed. Like,
Okay.
fall asleep. Or try to.
Just check these.
I
So I
recommend that
would
you buy
tell you guys
the meteor ones at least.
a good night.
Night.
And I will talk to you tomorrow.
All right. See you.
Bye bye.
Bye.
And that one that made the rising symbol appear in the floor. Which one was that?
Meteor shower, I think.
And there is also
Yeah.
Magic Prince Meteor Survivor. I'm gonna get all of them. Poppy, I recommend that you try Realm Reborn Red too.
Yeah. Meteor Survivor and Meteor are my favorite ones. Or Meteor Shower. I'd out of Meteor Survivor though. I'd still have 33 Meteor Showers. I do still have some Realm Reborn Red, but
Which one was that one, Puppy?
The survivor.
So Meteor Shower is the one that makes appear stuff in the yes.
oh, no wonder. I turned off things for everyone. That's interesting. Why did I see the must be different.
So it occurs to me, seeing meteor showers is what gives people the X, right?
Yeah.
So that thing's actually really overpowered.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I wanted to see if like there's anyone hanging around like Loporits. Which I'm not saying. I'm actually very disappointed that we're not seeing them anymore. I guess they were really just around for Endwalker or other fun events. Oh, a friend. Laris, hello.
Getting prepared.
Who is your friend?
Ah, Solaris.
Where?
Right over here. By the
Where
teleporting
are
thing.
you?
Teleporting thing.
Okay. I have to steal your friends.
Hmm.
No, I don't have him as in my list. Not like need it.
Okay, so that's the rising. It is 1:36 in the morning. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the recording just in case.
Ren, do you want to bring your other character to level any class from there?
Depends on where everybody else is going.
I'm
What?
depends on what we're running. Anyway,
Loading.
I'm going to go ahead and pause the recording. I maybe we'll get maybe I'll continue with the roll quest afterward, but or maybe the video will just stop after I unpause and I give context. Oh well, pausing for now. No, yeah, I caught it just in time before I missed it. Uh, I decided to continue a little bit more after we did our leveling. Um, gonna start the magical DPS role quest. I accidentally started the quest before resuming the recording, but thankfully I'm still at the first speech bubble. Oh, hello. Did Brookavoo send you to help recover our stolen treasure? Are you from Shaktaral or Yoktaral? Your dress looks like you're from Yoktaral, from the south, so let's listen to what you have to say. Thank the heavens. I'll make up your accent once I see where you're from. And just judging by your accoutrements, you're learned in the arcane arts, yes? Wild looks down at his bondage gear. Sure. If so, we've need of your power and wisdom. Truth be told, it is wisdom that we require most. You see, even though the treasure has been guarded by our people for generations, we know little of its true nature. In ages past, the forests of our homeland were plagued with terrible beasts, a constant source of fear and danger. To combat this menace, our mages spent many moons researching the treasure known as the Perch of the Apex. Upon unlocking its secrets, they were able to drive the monsters from the woods, bringing peace at last. The threat all but eradicated, our forebears forbade any further use of the treasure and enshrined it within the village. What village? Where are you from? Are you from Shak or Yok? What accent do I try to do? Do I mangle badly for you? As the years passed, we slowly forgot what it was to live in fear. Yet, as our struggles faded into memory, stories surrounding the perch of the apex became legend, then myth. Now none living are certain of its true power. Yet the peace was shattered by a member of the Passage of the Unbound. The villain wheedled his way into our trust, and then stole upon my husband, the treasure's appointed guardian, catching him unaware with a terrible blow that left him unconscious. He has yet to awaken, so my daughter Tepeke has set forth to retrieve what was stolen. Unlike her father, she has no skill in the arcane arts and chose the path of the sword. That is why I've been seeking someone with the knowledge she lacks, should the ancient power be unleashed. Please, if you can find it in your heart to help Tepeke, I would be forever grateful. Consider it done. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Now, our only clue to these whereabouts is from something he mentioned during his stay in our village. He spoke of his desire to bring change to a place called Radzatan. That is where Tepeke decided to begin her search, so she boarded a ferry bound there by way of Limsalominsa, with her trusted sword and shield close at hand. That's how you'll know her. She agreed to stay at Radzatan to gather information until aid arrived. I know nothing of the place, but it's likely she can be found in a marketplace or some such. Please bring our treasure and my daughter safely home. Uh, where are you from? Oh, well, I'll Google search it. Okay, and then in the meantime, I'm going to do the dancer level 80 quest, which I put off because I forgot to do it, before I captain back in Endwalker, and now that I have XP to gather and won't waste the XP, I'm just gonna do that, even though it's a tiny amount of XP.
Are you too busy, Fury?
I was saying I am about to just do a Dancer level 80 quest.
Sure. I need to tell you some stuff, so when you finish, tell me. Okay?
Sure. Okay, puppy, you want to step outside the room while I do this quest? Okay. I've danced in deserts beneath the burning sun, in lush forests, atop snow-swept peaks. I can't wait to see where my journey will take me next. Rana continues to do the troop Falsium proud. Every time I watch her perform, I am inspired to compose new melodies and rhythms to bring out the most of her dynamic and refined movements. This is the life of a performer, ever striving for greater heights. Well, if it isn't wild, what a delightful surprise. And just look at that posture and poise. What poise? I'm standing hunched.
This. No, no, no. What was? Oh, this poison. This is nothing. This is just me every time.
I can see you've not neglected your training one bit since we last parted. As for us, Troop Falsium continues to tour Eorzea, bringing hope to the dejected and downtrodden. Whenever and wherever the Totod's brand still reared its ugly head, we were there to cast out the shadows. With tales of our performances spreading across the realm, we've had no small number of aspiring dancers knocking at our door. Training them was consuming nearly all my waking hours, but recently Rana has stepped in to help shoulder the burden. Truly, I'd be lost without her. And what of you, Wild? Have you had any noteworthy performances since last we met? I traveled to and from a distant world. And I thought our voyage to distant shores a long one. I see you've had yourself quite an adventure, though I confess the full import of your tale is quite beyond my comprehension. Still, this bounty hunter you befriended put you in quite the predicament, didn't he? It reminds me of another troublemaker I used to know. Me? A troublemaker? I may have been immature, but I only had my friend's best interests at heart. Isn't that right, Wild? And besides, it sounds like even this bounty hunter came around in the end. Indeed, there is a certain something about you, Wild. Something that brings out the best in those whose lives you touch. And Rana here is a prime example. The hot-headed girl I once knew has come into her own as a dancer, a woman, and a leader of her peers. Perhaps it is finally time that... Yes, I am sure of it. Wild, Rana, there is a dilemma that has been weighing heavily on me of late, but I do believe I finally found an answer. Pray accompany me out of the city to Lenosha. I would discuss matters further with you away from the crowds. Eh. Yeah, okay. Mistress Nashmira has Mira has come to rely more and more on Rana of late. At first, I wondered if this was wise, but I must say I have come to be impressed with the girl's newfound maturity. Over and over, Mistress Nashmira promised me no more secrets, but I suppose she just can't help herself sometimes. You might want to ask Lance to deafen me or mute me or something, because you'll be hearing it out there. Okay. I'm going to continue. Hopefully Lance is deafening me or you're not hearing me out there or something. Wild, Rana, forgive me for not sharing this news with you two sooner. As fortune would have it, Troop Balsium has been invited to perform at the Mujikoza in Kugane, and our patrons are willing to pay a premium for our services. Huh? Huh? The Mujikoza? You mean that I could dance on the same stage that has hosted some of the most renowned artists in all the Far East? Someone pinch me! When do we leave? As soon as we are able, and therein lies my dilemma. The threat of the Totentas still looms over Eorzea, and I have a duty to train the next generation of dancers to carry on Troop Balsiam's mission. I cannot very well abandon these shores while my life's work remains undone, and so I turn to you. Rana amigo, you have blossomed into a fine dancer and a capable leader. I would have you assume my role as principal and oversee Troop Balsiam's tour of Kugane. Mistress Nashmera, what are you saying? It is the only practical solution. You would travel to Kugane to share our art with our new friends in the Far East, and I could remain here to train our new recruits and deliver the people of Eorzea from the throes of the Totentas. But I'm not ready for this. There's still so much I must learn. You told me as much just moons ago. And I have seen you come far since then. No one is a born leader, and doubtless it will be a struggle at first, but you are every bit as prepared for this role as I was the day I inherited it. I would not make this offer if I did not believe this with all my heart, and yet I cannot and will not force a position upon you, but at the very least, pray think upon it for a while. Me, leader and principal of Troop Volsiam? I do believe Mistress Nashmira's lost her wits. Why, I still remember the days I would trip over my own 2 feet every time I took the stage. And yet, she seems intent on remaining here in Eorzea. If I refuse, the curtains will fall on a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to showcase our art on the Far East's biggest stage. And yet, were I to go and fail spectacularly, I swear, my mind's going in circles. Whatever should I do, Wild? It's not like me to brood and fret like this. You have emotions, eh? Sounds like you need to work them through with your art. You are a dancer, are you not? What are you saying? That if I cannot find the answer I seek in still thought, perhaps I might find it in motion? You may very well be right. Dance with me, Wild. Show me through your motions. Show me through your motions all you have learned in your travels, and help me to clear the shadows of doubt from my mind. A stunning view, no sign of onlookers from Malms. Yes, this place should serve nicely for our private performance. We dance today not for admiring crowds. Our only audience is each other. So face me, Wild. I would look upon your movements in all their glory, and let you inspire me to greater heights. God, I love the lighting in this scene. Oh yeah, I made the right choice for my weapons. Dang, why did the Dancer questline get such a good looking scene? Oh, thank you, Wild. That was simply exhilarating. From the first step, I couldn't take my eyes off you. Before I knew it, I had forgotten myself, my worries carried off by the wind. You were watching me, yes? What do you think? Have I truly come far, as Mistress Nashmira says? Indeed you have. Hee hee, you're too kind, Wild. Seeing you has inspired me to work even harder, that I could truly reach the heights Mistress Nashmira envisions for me. In any event, this I know more than ever. Dancing is my life, my calling. I must continue to perfect my craft, that I might inspire and bring hope to others, just as Mistress Nashmira and you have inspired me. The answer is clear to me now. I may not be the leader that she was, but I will be the leader I know I can be. Thank you for everything, Wild. I must return to Limstead to relay the news to Mistress Nashmira. You will join me there, won't you? I need to figure out what's up with my computer. What part of it is like making this game run slow. Breathe, Rena. Breathe. Rena here came dashing into town, half out of breath. I can only assume what this means. The girl has found our answer, has she not? You bet I have. I may not be ready to fill your toe shoes completely, but damned if I'm not going to try. Leave the tour of Kugane to me. I am proud of you, Rana. Now go and tell the others that you must begin preparations at once. I will be along with Wild shortly. While I am beyond pleased with the results, I must admit I did not expect the girl to reach a decision so quickly. Whatever did you do to bring about her change of heart? We danced together. So it was not with words, but through your actions that you spoke to the girl. Indeed, it is as I thought. Your very presence is as a mirror that helps those around you discover their true selves. In any event, Renat owes much to you, my friend, as do I. Troop Volsiam is stronger for you having joined us. Come now, let us return to the others. To think, the girl I thought of as a little sister would one day lead Troop Volsiam. This'll take some getting used to. Look at all those surprised faces. Not that I can blame them, of course. Cannot say I was prepared for this, and yet, if this is how Mistress Neshmera would have it, it is far from my place to oppose. Besides, nothing in this world can last forever. With the end of one era comes the beginning of the next, and all of us here welcome Mistress Rena's reign. We will do all in our power to see that Troop Falsium continues to flourish under her stewardship. Kuilud, my friends, you are too kind. Let us not forget that we are all in this together. If we move forward as one, there's no limit to the heights we may reach. Yeah. And with that, we must prepare to set sail without delay. In Kugane, too, there are those whose spirits sag, and we must bring them hope as only Troop Balsium can. I too should be getting on. The Totentanz threatens to return in hidden corners of the realm, and I must train the next generation of dancers to continue our fight. And you have your own adventures to return to, don't you, Wild? But don't be sad. Mistress Nashmira, you and I, even if we go our separate ways, we will always be united by our passion for dance. Our paths will cross again, I'm certain. And on that day, you'll be simply astonished at the dancer I've become. Mark my words. And so to you, my rival, my friend, I say not farewell, but rather keep dancing, until we might once again take the same stage. Yeah, I put off the a lot of the level 80 job quests because I kind of just forgot about them because they don't get marked on your underneath the MSQ mark banner thing, and I dislike wasting XP, so I avoid. So when I was capped at 90 during Endwalker, or well, Shadowbringers and then Endwalker, I didn't want to do the quest to not so I don't waste the XP. It's silly, I know, but eh. Oh, Ren, you can tell Lance and Puppy that I'm done.
Okay.
I suppose you can just say it out loud because they'll hear you.
Oh. I didn't read it. Lance Stefan and 12.
Oh, he did? Okay.
Yeah.
Silly Lance. He should have just muted me. Oh well. Alright, well. Alright, so that's gonna be it for today. I probably still have I definitely still have more level 80 Shadowbringers, or not Shadowbringers, job quests to do, but that's not really gonna be the focus. I just really liked the dancing cutscene, so I decided to replay the quest for the benefit of the recording. But so I'm just gonna go ahead and end it there. Next time, which might be tomorrow, we'll do some more role quests, continue the caster, and maybe do the melee. But yeah, that's it for now. If you stopped to watch, and then thank you for doing so, and I hope you enjoyed. So see you next time, and bye bye.